Hello and welcome, it's me, Fashion Wolfie from WoopaGaming, and today we're going to be maybe starting a series with RimWorld. It's a game like Dwarf Fortress, which has been recommended to me by Sam, that maybe I should also try out. And whether that's another series you may want to see, I don't know. I have literally just done 10 minutes of recording into this, got everything set up, and then it crashed. Saying something about the monster resolution, so I can't remember exactly what I was saying before, but I guess we've got to start again. Oh, I've got to start again, you wouldn't know any different. I'm recording this on Sam's laptop because my computer is a bit terrible. I'm working on getting a new laptop, but that requires me getting probably a weekend job, which I've got to get, so that might be a bit of a way away, and Sam's going to be using his laptop more and more, so I don't know how sustainable the series is going to be, but hopefully we can just get the feel for it. I have played 2 hours of this game before, like when we first got it, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I got like some stockpiles set up and hunting and cooking and a little bit of research and stuff done, but I've looked up a guide now, so I should hopefully know what I'm doing. So I guess we'll get into it. I've done a lot less talking this time. We'll want to do crash landed, because that's the default setting generally, or rough, and we're going to have the default storyteller, because this will either be like basically chilling around or random events. But we want Cassandra Classic. We do not want permanent death. Let's just leave on two. Maybe that's why it crashed, I don't know. Just generally don't know. For the landing site, we want something that's probably like a temperate forest, large hills, and pretty much a whole year of growing period. So we've got the temperate forest, large hills, and whole year growing forest. Let's see if we can get pretty much the whole year, like winter to winter, preferably. But maybe we can go with this all year round down here. Large hills, temperate forest, all year round. Sounds perfect for me. Right, where was that? Yep, there we go. Large hills, yep. Let's go with that. So when we're choosing our character, we basically want medicine, growing, and shooting, supposedly. Whether it be high skills or a double passion like these. And then we'll be trying to look for cooking and research and social and construction afterwards. But we don't really want any ailments, and we don't really want too many, like dumb labour we don't want. I think I had that before, and they just wouldn't do anything. Incapable social, that's not too bad. Pessimist, brawler, that's not too bad. What's this person good at? Anything that we particularly want? Growing is not too bad. Melee is quite good at. This might be our, like, the rest of the things guy. He seems like an all-rounder. So what do we want? Medicine, growing, and shooting. He hasn't really got any of those, sadly. We're getting a lot of mining, but nothing really of what we want. We don't really want cryptoseasickness. Want to avoid as much, although this person looks pretty good. A bit of growing. What was the other one? Shooting and medicine, right. So I think I'll probably end up going for these people. We've got a passionate shooter with the animals and research. We then have someone who's passionate and fairly high level medicine. And they seem to have quite good things, but they have their crypt sleep, which I'm not sure whether that's good or bad, like in comparison. And then we have someone who's passionate about growing and mining and artistic and a bit of animals and melee and stuff. They're not fantastic, but I've gone through quite a lot of them, and it seems to be the best I can do. Too smart? What's that? Alright. That's okay. Right, so we're in the game now. The game has crashed on me twice, and I've lost all of the characters that I've made twice. I honestly can't remember where it was because it was about an hour and a half ago that I was recording the earlier bit. But I have now created Bennett, Pixie Pie, and Frandle. And we have some good skills in the medicine, growing, and shooting, and one of the people were particularly good in pretty much all of the good other things we wanted. I started for a mountainous settlement because then we'll be able to like defend ourselves better. And I also went for an all year round growing season, which sounds pretty nice. So we're now into the game, and we can actually finally start. I'm not sure whether I've used the start bit. I hope I have, otherwise this is the intro. The three of you awake in your cryptosleeps, sarcophagi, to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to escape before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And here we are, we're landing. That seems very, so apparently we're supposed to pause immediately. And then we're going to arm ourselves. So who was the good... If we want to look at these characters' stats, so this person, I went for a burning shooting. So we should be able to get them up better. And they've got quite a good construction and a fairly good medicine, as well as general all-rounders. With this person, I went for quite high medicine, and they've got some burning research, and seems to be pretty alright. But they had quite nice stuff. Not too bad. The other ones have injuries, but I wasn't sure whether they were too bad. And this has got a an interest in growing, and it's already at level 10, so I thought they'd be pretty good. But they seem to be. Well, they can survive more mental health stuff. So what we wanted, who was the soldier? Him. And then who was it? Her. Franklin. I don't know. He looks like Einstein. Right, so we definitely want to give the Bennett the rifle. We want to give him the pistol. I want to give her the knife. That's what we want to do first. We also want to just double click, I think, apparently. Nope. So we've armed ourselves, and then we want to go into the... We want to prioritize the things, supposedly. And we want to make... We want to put in manual priorities. And I really, I went through this, 2 hours ago, so I had this all planned out, and I've completely forgotten it. So, firefighting, patient, and flick should be set to 1 on everyone, apparently. Patient and flick. Oh, they can't firefight. Oopsie, and they can't flick. And then for their particular skills, so what was their skills? Who was the chef in here? She's the chef, still not great, but Guillermo, Pixie Otter. And there we go. So we have them all set up with all the priorities as it's recommended, and then we want to get we want to figure out where our power is going to come from in the local area, and any choke points for killing people, or some abandoned buildings. Maybe we could use that, but that's quite far away. We want to be able to get a quick setup. Are we paused? Yeah, okay, we are paused. There's some abandoned buildings up there. That might be worth setting up. Yeah, because then we can just do cheap walls up there. What, limestone? What are these? Slate, limestone. I've never been lucky with getting many ores. Don't know if they're like just found some raccoons, tortoises, ship chunks. Ooh, I guess this is rust slate, mud, shallow water, rough limestone, undiscovered. Maybe we have to mine. I'm not quite sure actually how we got all the steel. Apparently it's just steel deposits around. If you have any idea, then be sure to tell me. Oh, steam geyser. That would be good for like. Oh, there's another one as well. To get some power generation off that. Gravel. Doesn't seem to be any like rich soil or anything. Just seems to be a lot of soil, just standard soil. Ah, that's what rich soil looks like. But this stuff. There's a difference between mud and rich soil. Okay. Well, I don't know what steel or anything looks like in this game. That's something I never found. But what we want to be doing, so we select one, I think, that we want, and then we double click all to get all nearby. Anything else there? Yes. Right, let's just unforbid everything. I think that might be everything. We'll check out that ship thing eventually. And we want to unforbid. And then we want to build a 7x7, I think, or 9x9 base by going to this architecture, structures, and then we want to build some walls. Right click, go to wood. We don't have any wood. Oh yeah, we want to get like chopping some wood. Go chop. Let's go and chop. Just press Y rather than F. So we're going to want the walls, as we said. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess we want a 10 by what's that? 10. There we go. And then we'll want a door in there somewhere. So we can just cancel one of those. Feels a bit like Prison Architects, but it isn't by the same people. Barony. But we're going to set up this doorway, and we're going to try and just get it set up. And this will be our stockpile and our bedroom and everything. And then we can just unpause and start getting array. So they're going to need to be cutting a lot of wood and getting the wood in. And we're going to be wanting to go to zones and setting these as like where is it? Stockpile zone. There we are. 9x9 area, and then we can go into furniture and make a wooden bed or a couple of wooden beds. Then we can turn it around with Q and E. So 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 people. Let's go with that. We can start getting some nice settlements. Let's just watch them build everything. We can just speed up a little bit. And now we want to be starting to build our farms and getting all these kind of berries from here. And is that not ready to be harvested then? There we go, that's one already harvested. So not quite yet, some of them. That looks ready to be harvested. So I think we just want to... Is there any rich soil areas? Like particularly rich? So this stuff seems to be like mud, and then when it has like grass and stuff, seems to be where it is like... All this seems to be rich soil. I think we'll set up a farm here if we can. Growing zone. What would miss out more? That seems to be alright. That seems to be like mud or whatever. But maybe we could just account for it there. That's gonna look probably really naff. We can actually change, I believe, what's in these by doing this, and then we can choose. It said corn was also a nice one to do. The growing period all year round, so we should be fine. That's just some soil. Any particularly rich soil? Let's try and put another one here, because we want to get farming quickly. Yeah, so just go. Well, that doesn't look. Found some. There we go. Right, so I've just noticed this. We want to be. That's where our steel reserves are for now, anyway. What's all this? Let's go and haul these. Press P. Well, just some silver and some slag chunks. That's some survival materials. I was gonna set this to be corn, but I guess am I able to change it now? Right, we are able to change it because we might as well have a bit of variety in here. These don't look particularly great because of all this mud, but I wanted to get as much of the rich soil in as possible because that should grow it faster, hopefully. 140% fertility rate. So we've got our stockpile set up, we've got our beds set up, and they all seem to be going in. We also have our little Humphrey, our timber dog. We've now got our farm set up, our stockpiles, yeah, our beds. I think that was a pretty successful first day. We want to start getting power set up and everything else. I'm not sure how long this episode's been. I think we should just try and get set up. Got quite a lot of messages. We want to be getting some food for the next few days. Yeah, electricity is quite a top priority. So I'm curious to look into this electricity system because we've got power, and it recommends we get a battery, which we'll use with our stone, and a solar generator. I don't know how much we have, but then we can start getting like a freezer room, and we can start putting our food in there so that we don't. Because maybe I shouldn't have picked this right now. Maybe I should have waited a bit until we had our freezer up, so it won't spoil. I think that's going to be our next priority, get the power up. Let's get a bit of hunting up. So it should say veins of compacted steel is a system. We can assign people stuff. We've got the animals, right? So we wanted to. Oh, we don't want to do this. We want to be teaching them stuff. Can't remember how we teach him. So I decided to set up here, which has got the all year round and things. Oh look, everyone's up. Oh, we're in the World Sea Goats. If anyone wants to have a go at the same world, same launch. Well, not same launch site. That's up to you where you want it. But I reckon we want to build in here, and then we can build like a wall and courtyard here. Or maybe try and make it like really defend this bit and like have a choke point here and just have lots of defenses here as they try and come through and just like shoot out here if we want. But well, we seem to be doing better than before. I really don't know how long this episode's gone on for though. We should get some food, and I'm quite curious to get this power up. Zones, right, we want to build some walls. So we can, actually there's planning. How do I delete, like, planning? Whoops. Remove plans. Okay, so we probably want like a 5x5, 6x6, 7x7. Let's go and haul this. Yeah, I don't know where the compacted steel or anything is. Don't actually know what that looks like or anything. Oh, what are these? Muffalos. We got those things to haul. I think what we'll actually do is we'll get some structure. We've got 7x7. We'll break that. I think these have roofs. I'm not actually sure. So that's got a roof, and I guess it automatically builds a roof if we want to. I mean, we could have just put that in it, maybe. Not really sure. But this will be our cool room, and that's how you start to set the whole building. We don't really want any of this. Remove that planning area, and we're going to be setting up a solar panel outside and then battery inside, setting up the power. And then next door to it we want to be building the freezer, which will be a bigger room. So I think I've actually done a 6x6 or 7x7, I'm not sure. Might have done the wrong size, but that doesn't really matter. Well, actually, no, because it's power. Power doesn't matter. We don't want a huge freezer room because... So we can just set up a battery, I guess. Here, and then a solar generator. Or maybe out here. Maybe like... here. Wow, okay, that's big. And then, I guess we want that. I guess that's all we need to connect up. Go on, Bennett. Build our giant's first set of power. We're going to be making things. We'll be moving up in the world. Oh yeah, who's a brawler? Also, we don't want him to have the shooting. Even though he's quite good at shooting, he doesn't want the shooting. So, who is it? Bennett? No. Gear. Drop. Then what is it? Frandle. Drop. And then pick up. And you can go and use this then, I guess. Because he wants a knife. So that's in the process of being built. So is this, and then we're going to want our freezer area. And then I'm going to assume that's the time done. So 8 by 8. That doesn't look right. That really doesn't look square to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oopsie. Right, we can actually fix this because they haven't started. Because we don't want it too big, because then we can power. Ooh. Temperature, and then we want a cooler in one of the gaps. Cooler. Actually, if we deconstruct like this wall, and we do put in that wall, where is it? There's a wooden wall. Cooler. So we want the cool side to be there, and the hot side to go into there. We want it to go into a big area or an open outdoor. Hopefully that's big enough area. And then we want like an airlock potentially. Oh yeah, all that. So how do we want people to enter here? Well, I reckon we want some more walls. And we can just say that if you enter it like this. Oh, I just screwed that up. And then we'll put some doors in here and here. And then we'll soon want to be getting up stone to fix all this because we're having hot air by wooden things. So we're actually starting to charge up power. Power output is dropping because I guess it's getting to night time, and the stored amount is dropping as well, but that should be going into connect straight stored. Why is that dropping? Oh no, it's there. Stored as amount is increasing. Just I don't know. Don't know what WD is, to be honest. But this, we want to then set this to be a stockpile. But a special kind of stockpile, because we want it to be food only. Not really. Yeah. We want corpses. I think that's right. So this should now be like a food area, and they're building up the roofs and stuff. And that was my main goal, was to get the power up, which I never even knew to do before. So then we'll want to be moving that into there, hopefully, as I use up the power. I should also be getting like resources like mined, and we're going to have to get hunting because this won't grow in time really. But at least our food should like store for a while, and we seem to have a good start. What's this? Compacted machinery. Let's go and set that to be mined. Oh, this is what the compacted steel looks like. Oh, I see. So that's been mine as well. So we want lots of steel. Oh, I'm starting to understand this game a bit more. But I think I don't know how long this episode's going to be. We've got our base set up, and we've got our power generation. Our two stockpiles, one for food, one for everything else where they sleep. We want to focus on trying to focus on whether they're debuffs, try and get rid of the debuffs. A couple of them have got clothes. She doesn't have clothes. Don't know if that's just one of her characters. Yeah. If you like this series, then say so. If you've got any tips for me, like just doing series is, because I'd quite like to be able to do this, because this might mean I can do it a bit more consistently, because a plug-in every 2 weeks, it's not really going to get anywhere. I mean, it's more consistent than nothing, but yeah. Is there any other games you'd like me to try? People have said they wanted like Xbox and PS4 games. We do have an Xbox One. Just recording an Xbox One, I'm not quite sure how to do as of yet, because on the other consoles you had to use like an easy cap or whatever. And there is a recording system in Microsoft, but I don't know whether there's like a consistent recording system, because you can do the record that stuff. But yeah, I guess I should look into that, but I don't have many games on Xbox anyway, and they're quite expensive. Whereas I can get computer games quite cheap. Just I have to use his laptop. So yeah, that's RimWorld. That's a start. Hopefully we can get quite into it. Survive our first battle, because what would be nice is to have eventually want to build into here. We just wanted to have stuff set up. Because just get ourselves set up, and then we can build our proper base away from raider attacks. Have like a big don't know if there's turrets in this game or what, but yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.